And we've got the 80 wide accurate that we are still doing our spooling library tests with. We are comparing the Cortland, Tightline, and Diamond Mamoy for our customer to see which one gives him the most line capacity. So we are about to set this back up and get it on there. Just gotta get it rocking over here. And then two, I'm trying to get actually good our tech guy on the phone real quick, because somehow I turned off the laptop and the system to get the microscope to work. So calling him real quick, guys, so give me a second. Oh, you there?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so somehow I turned off the laptop, and then when it came on, it was in some different part of the app that you had me on for the microscope. So I couldn't figure it out, so I just closed it out, and I thought just by opening the OBS system again that it would allow me. It doesn't allow me to do that.
Yeah, I wasn't using OBS, so OBS just, that computer doesn't have enough power to run OBS. So I was just running the camera app. So down in the bottom left-hand corner, there's like a type of search. Just type in the word camera.
Okay, camera actually comes up.
Yeah, and then open that app. And as long as the camera is on, and it's attached, there should be a little, like a little circle with two arrows on it to switch cameras. You click it until you get to the right camera.
Okay. Well, let's see. I also noticed that it takes a little while to load up, but right now it's got the three cameras. It doesn't allow the, let me see, hold on, maybe I got this switch. Nope, it's not doing that. It's showing like the three cameras all at the same time, kind of deal. So let me okay.
I
don't know what I don't know what I did, but I can.
Let's see.
No, that's not it. Like, it's not giving me the reverse symbol to.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Try and plug in the camera and plug it back in just to make sure it's seated right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if that doesn't work, then they could have to actually mess with it.
All right. And how's vacation going, bro?
No, it's not vacation. I'm working. I'm in the office right now in Austin. So.
Oh, okay. I thought it, well, it is vacation from us. Oh, okay. Let's see. Should I call you Duo to make it easier?
What's that?
Will it be easier if I called you like Duo or something?
Well, hold on. I'll tell you what, just show me because I've got your live up.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to just, now this is going to be weird because there's a big delay in it, but just show me the screen, or show the screen. Let me see what you're looking at real quick.
All right, doing that.
All right, let's see. All right, so like I said, what I would try to do is just unplug the camera, turn it off, turn it back on, and try to plug it in. There should be that little reverse camera to choose the second one. So what you're doing right now is you're just seeing the webcam.
Yeah. So basically, it's like saying it's not even reading the.
It may not be.
Yeah. So this microscope also has a battery of its own too.
Yeah, so the microscope, what it can do is there is there's actually an app you can run on your phone called WeSee, I think is what it is, or WeSee. It's called MaxSee, MAX-SEE, and you can actually connect it to the Bluetooth on your phone. So that may be something you may want to try if you can't get this to work. I use it through the laptop because the screen's bigger and it's easier to see.
Right. All right. Well, not even. I got it unplugged, and I'm holding down the power button to turn it off, and it's still staying lit. Trying to, I guess, totally power it down to restart it all the way back up.
Give that a go, and if for whatever reason it doesn't work, I'll be back Friday. I can troubleshoot it, and we'll get you taken care of. I know that doesn't be good for today, but I'll be back Friday.
Okay. No worries, boss. You have a good day at work, and
You too. Sorry it's not working out perfect for you.
that's all right. Everybody knows it's a work in progress for us. So.
All right, well, have a great day.
You too, boss. Later. All right, guys. So what I'm trying to do is, if y'all kind of heard, it's not giving me the option over here. So to connect into the microscope, and the reason I'm trying to have that available is because just in case I find anything on the diamond while I'm doing it, get it all set up. But it's not. This thing's not even turning off, which is crazy because it's been working pretty much flawlessly since we got it all set up. So it'd just be me and my, I don't know, whatever it is here, not going right. So, but I don't know. It was working fine the other day. It's not no more. So, all right. But either way, back to what we got going on here. So we did the Tightline braid. I got 2,600 yards of 130 on here. Stripped that off. I did the Cortland braid. I got 2,100 yards of 130 on here. Now I'm back to the diamond that he originally had on here. And we're going to go ahead and spool this back on and see which one gives the most line capacity, because that's what he's looking for as well. Once we figure that out, he'll make a judgment call on which way he wants to go, and we will go from there. But originally we didn't have the time, the window to do what we're doing now. Well, even then too, I'm also going the wrong way over here. Need to get this on here. And I got to remember it is a lefty, so it goes the opposite way on here compared to all the other reels. So let me get onto the feed so I can see who's all on here. And why does it do that? Nope. Wow, there's already 17 of y'all on there. What's up, guys? Let's see, get my thumbs up before I start watching. And we got Martin, Roger, Miguel, Daniel, Steve, not Steven, sorry, and Toby, Ronald, Trevor, Mr. FTW, Danielle, or Daniel, sorry, CJ, and Drew, what's up, Toby, and Byron. How you doing, guys? If I missed y'all, Roger, if I missed somebody's name, I'm sorry, guys. I'm waiting for the coffee to be ready. It does smell like it is almost ready, so I need to get that going as well, because I'm definitely ready for some coffee. Yeah, 1 in the mornings. Man, so again too, I know there. I was kind of watching the news a little while ago. Yeah, I was actually watching the news for the weather of the hurricane about to hit Florida. They're talking about within the next 24 hours it should make landfall, so they got about another day to get their preparations in and stuff like that. So prayers going out for all those guys in harm's way, all the guys right now down already going through the hurricane and stuff like that. Obviously they're expecting it to get a lot stronger, so we will just have to stand by and see what's up, guys. But definitely keeping an eye out, you know what I mean? We got a lot of our friends over there, so well, friends and family, let me put it that way. So, but definitely can hear Jeff in the back breaking apart weights right now. Don't know how many gonna show up, but they were supposed to be here already, because I told them I was getting here about 8:05 to be here by 9. So we'll see. Alright, so here we go. Go and get this set up real quick. And congratulations again to Mr. Sanchez yesterday for winning that one. That was pretty cool. So, I know he's probably going to be a little busy with whatever he's got going today in preparation for the hurricane that's coming their way. So we will see. Turn this the opposite way. And just gonna knock this out. Alright. I know that I was actually looking at my fishing gear and I was like, dang, I need to. Oh, actually, real quick, before I do all of that, I need to, because the screw on this thing is huge. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me get a better angle so that way y'all can see what's going on there. That's the angle I'm looking for. Let's see. All right. I keep putting it off to the side like that because it tells me that it's upside down or whatever it is. Ooh, this may be a great angle for y'all. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. All right, so right there you can see the screw. Alright, so now you can see the screw and see that big old gap there, and even then I could feel the sharp edge on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knot and I'm gonna surround it so that way this is surrounding the base of that mushroom head on there to keep it from catching the braid as it, if he ever gets pulled down to the knot, that it doesn't weaken any of those main strands of his fighting line. And this is the only time I do this, guys, is for this reason right here. Otherwise, if it doesn't have anything there, then I leave my knot off to the left side of the spool. So there we go. So now y'all can see it's a lot less of a gap right there to catch anything. So going to get this spooling done, and I'm going to confirm his numbers here, because that was the other thing too with everything I had going on. Sometimes the battery life died on me and I didn't get a chance to get the line capacity on the video, so now we're gonna go ahead and make sure that's all in there. So, all right, here we go. Yeah, it's just about time for a whole new system. It's just making it too much work over here for us to keep track of all these different moving parts that we've had to add in throughout the years to make it functionable. That's why we charge what we have to charge, so we can get up on the next system. Yeah. So how's everybody's day going? Y'all ready for this weekend? Again, we are keeping a close eye on what's going to happen with the storm in the Gulf, because obviously we will get some of that storm surge here. Some of the guys kind of ran into a little bit of it yesterday. They got removed, or were told to exit the beach down in on Padre Island National Seashore. So because of that, we definitely want to keep an eye out for it. But I do know if we do get that window where it clears up, I know that we're gonna have some crazy fishing out there. So, kind of excited for it. Yeah, okay. Just making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. But I did have my line counter zeroed out before I continued on. Turn this off, maybe get this to, I really want this to work. I don't know what's going on with it. Why it's being like this. It normally would turn off pretty much immediately once I would do this, so I don't know why it's acting this way. I wonder if that cord is on the back. I don't know, sorry guys, I know I'm supposed to be spooling, but I'm just wondering if maybe this had something to do with it or whatever. Try reconnecting it all again. See if that works. I'm gonna leave it on there. Maybe it'll come on by itself. Looking a little quiet on there. Let's see, there we go. Oh, that's right. Not Mojo coffee, but got the hard light coffee. I totally forgot that I already had it cooking. Smell it. Hold on. Hard light's big and tackle. No, we don't, boss. We have jet shrimp, we have shark baits, we also have really good barbecue. They normally would, but I don't know how they downtown Corpus Christi would be the closest one to you. Yes. Also, how'd you hear about us? Alright, well check out my YouTube channel. It's called Team Hard Life. We actually teach a bunch of knowledge and tactics on fishing. So that way if you don't get a hold of live bait, we teach you other ways to go out there and still enjoy a good time. Alright, boss, you have a good one. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, guys, if I was to get an avet G2LX610, what rod would you pair it with? Well, need more information, like how you plan on fishing it. That's the biggest one, guys. How you doing, boss?
Good.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, what do you have live?
We don't have any live, boss.
Live?
Yeah. The reason we don't carry live bait is because we're so far away from the water. It'll end up being very expensive dead bait for our customers. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to fish for?
Well, staying in Portland, I wanted to fish the water over underneath the bridge.
Were you just on the phone right now?
Mm.
Okay, so you're the second person from Portland that just called. Literally just called.
Well, damn, there's 2 bait shops there.
And they're
one
closed.
of them's not open, and the other one, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not there. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm assuming you found us through Google, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I told him too is, actually I'm live on my YouTube channel. So later on, if you hear this conversation, it's because we're live right now. But we also teach other tactics, you know, using dead shrimp, fish bites. We also have frozen sea lice right now. I've got alligator gar bait and shark baits that we carry too. So if there's other styles of fishing you want to get into, we definitely are the shop that has a lot of knowledge on it. So
I mean, I was trying to tell like specs. I mean, I'm not trying to catch shark or anything like that. I just, I'm on like medium tackle anyway. I've got like a pin breakdown that I carry with me on my trips.
yeah, no worries. Well, the fish bites and dead shrimp is a great combination for all styles of fishing: reds, drum, trout, flounder, sheephead, skipjack, you know, Spanish mackerel, bluefish. But it also depends where you're going to go fishing at too. So
Well, that's the thing. I tried. I think last time I was here, I went to Hernandez Pass. That was a bust.
have you tried right here just at the Packery channel?
Like right at the bridge?
Yeah,
I haven't fished there yet. That's what I was planning on doing.
They've been tearing it up. They've been catching with live shrimp, live mullet, but also dead shrimp and fish bite combinations. So we do have the shrimp and the fish bites. The fish bites, it's a artificial bait, but man, it works. It works. I don't sell
What do you
tackle.
use them on jigs or just?
You can throw them on jig. That artificial bait, you can throw it on jigs. You can put it on a float. You can fish it on bottom. You can free line it. It's used the same way you would throw live and dead bait. Is the same way you can do that.
What? How? Like? I don't know the depths. I don't. I've got right now. I've got a popper with like a 4-foot.
Yeah, no, you're going deep like that, but you're also that channel right there at the Packery. If you're fishing near the bridge, it's moving one direction or it's moving the other.
It's moving.
Yeah, well, it's moving
Today.
But there's also other areas that you can move away from right near the bridge. Like, you know, when you come over the bridge, you can look right, left. You can see all the flats, but also you put your phone on satellite view, and then you can see the area, so you can know kind of where you want to go to work that time of year.
Yeah, I think I know where I want to go, and it's where that bait shop was that I stopped earlier. On the other side, because man, that way it's coming in hard from like east to west. That storm's pushing.
Oh, okay.
It's super windy out there.
Yeah.
So I have to fish
back
the ocean side instead of the bay.
Okay.
Be
Be careful on the ocean side too, because on the ocean side, if there's the wind's coming at you, that means all that current and everything. They closed the Padre National Seashore yesterday because of the storm surge.
Did they?
So I don't know if you'll be able to get on the beach today. I don't know yet, but I know they did move from pins to the north side of the pins, and they fished the rest of the day, but they didn't catch much.
Man, that place. They were working on it for a long time, and I wanted to fish because they got a nice pier that goes out on the ocean side. And I saw guys out there fishing on that pier earlier. It's kind of like a little, kind of dips off, and it's like its own little round, little park. And it's got a pier that runs out of it.
It's got a play park and all of that?
I think so. I've never been over there. I just kind of seen it from the road. There it is. Yeah, it's. I think it's. Here, it's like right in the middle between Corpus.
Oh, Indian Point. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that pier, I've been hearing a lot of good reports over there. Yeah, so, and that's not the Gulf. That's still the Bay of Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Yeah, the Gulf is over here. You gotta go over the island to get into the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, well, yeah, we're still in North Padre area and stuff like that. But yeah, the fish bites, dead shrimp on bottom, or even on that float will work great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I've got 3 different flavors of shrimp, fish links, they're fish meat, they're chicken, power line. We also have the same thing with crab flavor. And we also have the salmon. These are normally my top 7 sellers. And bait. I actually go out and go fishing myself. That's what I love to do. I'm gonna just choose one out of it.
Man, I'm gonna try the crab flavor.
Which one?
The crab salmon.
Well, these are all crab.
Oh, the very top.
Nice piece.
And
And
then
normally I don't store a lot of them out here because I keep them in my fridge just so they maintain the beautiful color.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
and that, what's that bottom one? Oh,
Power line.
Yeah.
Or do you want to say just crab?
I'm gonna try both.
Yes. Okay, now, if you have a double hook rig with the shrimp on top, crab on the bottom, or, you know, develop your own style, put it in the palate, and you have all 6 flavors, and you got, say, 2 on a rod, which, you know, as you stage them, remember how you stage them, so that way you, when you start hitting on one color more than another that day, then you can put that on multiple rods. Like I fish 8 at a time, normally.
I just got one.
Yeah. Well, just to give you an
I know
idea.
Sally today.
Yeah, everything from like this way is all my gear that I go fishing with, and I'm talking everything up on top against the wall and stuff like that. So when I go out there, I'm trying to put numbers on.
All right, you got some hardcore stuff going. Yeah, this is a time killer. I come down here for work, so I'm just killing some time. So I usually only bring one. Last time I brought 2.
Well, this will last you a good minute. Now, the best way to make it last is keep it cool. So if you got a little cooler, keep it in the cooler. If you don't, just keep it in your tackle box so it don't sit in the bright sunlight. As soon as you get home or whatever, keep it in the house like AC or in the fridge, and it'll last pretty much forever.
How much do you use? Just like a little.
That's what I'm saying. This small. Okay.
And you can top that with like a dead shrimp.
Yeah, what I do is once I get it on there, I get a good size flip the shrimp myself here. I get good, cut them in half, put half a shrimp there, half a shrimp on the other hook, and I throw it out there like that, and it works awesome. This beta elastic here is something else too, it's like a rubber band. And you wrap the shrimp with it, so that way you catch multiple fish with one piece of shrimp, and so instead of buying pounds at a time, to last the whole day, I'll buy like 1 pound, and it'll last the whole day. So. If you don't believe me, try to watch the channel, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't know the area, and usually I'll do my research on YouTube, but I didn't have time to really get into it.
There's a little cards from my YouTube channel, Team Mark.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Scope that out, and like I said, you'll hear our conversation on there, and you'll probably see everybody like helping out. I don't allow any trouble, so if you ask questions, you get legit knowledge. Cool. You want any
Yeah.
fried shrimp or?
I'm gonna get.
In that freezer, they come in half-pound bags, so it's $3 a bag.
It's already getting late, so I ain't gonna need that much. Look around a little bit.
And if you need any support, then you can walk in If you need any spooling done, we do spooling. Right now I'm doing a line capacity comparison between Diamond Momoy 130, Tightline Braid, and Cortland Braid. I started it yesterday, but I had to end up spooling a whole bunch of other reels, so I'm back to it this morning.
Some heavy duty stuff going.
Yes, sir. Everybody's they're prepping for shark. So there's a big tournament next month. I think it's the second or third weekend of the month. So that's why a lot of big reels are on here. And you'll see, if you start following the channel, you'll see more and more come through. And as soon as they come through, they're gone, and the next batch will come through, and everybody's prepping for the tournaments and stuff like that.
That's all they do is they're going after sharks.
Well, these guys are prepping for the tournament, for that big tournament. The first place is 20,000, second place is like 10,000 or something like that.
What kind of shark are they going after?
Big shark. Big shark. Yeah, it doesn't go on the species, it goes on the length. So whatever the biggest shark they can catch in the
They're going
tournament.
out.
On the beach.
Oh, they're fish from the beach.
It's all land-based catch and
Oh, no
release.
kidding.
Yeah. So they do have a shark division, trout, redfish, and also a tarpon division too. There's 4 divisions, but it's all catch and release, and they must survive. So
Man, I just got back from the Keys,
Mhm.
literally Sunday.
man, you missed it then.
Shit, dude, I got out of there just in time.
Right.
Yeah, and they were. I never had any background with tarpon. I've never fought one. Never. I didn't know anything about them, man. And they're like insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Keys. I mean, they're like pets.
They are probably one of the hardest fighting fish pound for pound over here. One, you know.
Huge, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're massive. I never knew they were that big. I mean, because we caught mahi.
Mhm.
We went offshore, caught a bunch of mahi, and we were cleaning them out. And, I mean, throw them in the water, and it's. I mean, there's 7-footers coming in there. I'm like,
Yep. Yep.
what's
Just-
that?
Yeah.
They're like,
There-
it's all
there's
tarpon. They're
there's
just-
videos where the piers are so close, people tease them with the live a bait in their hand, and the tarpon come up and they catch it by hand and pull it out of the water like that. Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about
And
my
you can't
tripod.
eat them. I mean, apparently, like they're like no one eats them. Not even like third world countries eat it.
From what I hear, they're too bony, is what I hear. I've never eaten one. I don't know, but I want to say it was because they say they're too bony is
Really?
what I've gotten.
Yeah, I think they're protected in Florida.
Yeah, they're also protected here as well
Are they?
too. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, but I know in Florida though they allow you to buy a tag to where you can
That's
keep
right.
one, and then you can actually turn around and use it for bait. I think I would. I really
That's
would
about all
because I shark fish, and I know
Yeah.
that's like the creme de la creme of bait for a shark and stuff. Besides shark
Yeah.
itself, but we're not allowed to use them here at all. So.
That's about all I would use for everything I've heard, at least. They're just, it's weird. There's so many of them down there, and every guy I talk to, they're like, I'm like, you've never eaten one? Like, none.
Nope.
Just, they're harmless. They ain't got no teeth, apparently. Didn't know that.
No teeth.
That's
But
so
their
weird.
gill plates and all of that, they got their whole jaw is just a big old bone, and they will still tear you up. I mean, but it's not. Yeah, they're completely harmless. You can swim with thousands of them in bloody water, and they'll just look at you like they eat small fish. So.
Man, learn something new every day.
Yes, sir.
Swear. Look at all these trollers. They're just. Do you carry any level wines? Or it's all just trollers.
The only level ones I have are all the old school stuff.
Old school ones. I've got a couple old school pins.
Mm.
It's like one.
Yeah, we got away from carrying reels with worm guides on them because that ends up being the first part to always break down. And so for me, as a fisherman myself, I don't like. I didn't set out the shop to set up people for failure, and selling reels and stuff like that part's always gonna fail. It's always gonna fail. They haven't made one that hasn't failed, And the reason for it is because it's a thin groove of metal that it follows this groove back and forth a million times, and
Yeah, there's a lot of room for failure there.
Yeah, so but for a lot of people, it's what kind of fishing they do and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just I don't want to sell something that I know is going to end up failing on somebody, especially if they pay a lot of money for it. It does that, but also too, it governs your cast, like how far you can cast out. It governs how much line you can get on the reel, so you're always limited to kind of an exact amount. And for me, I like to be able to stuff my reels because when I fish them, I want to have the maximum line that I can for that specific size of reel and stuff like that. So, but if you got a governor on it, well then it tells you, okay, this is what you're gonna have. It's kind of like fishing a spinning reel. Like if you spool it by hand, that's exactly how much line it tells you. That's how much line you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And so for us, I've been blowing up the market because once we moved into the hollow core braids and with the spooling and me finding what I find, I've been putting on numbers that blow people's minds of how much line they can get on a reel. I did 2,600 yards of 130 using the Tightline braid yesterday. 130 pound, 2,600 yards.
So talking Australian marlin fishing there.
Well, you got to figure we're fishing from shore, so we can't run after the fish or chase after them. You know what I mean? So we got to basically be able to play with what we have in hand at that exact time.
So all this line is diamond braid.
That's the manufacturer, yes.
And what did they do? Lighter?
Yeah,
Lighter type.
40-pound test right now is probably what I have the lightest in shop. That's 40, so it's like 6-pound mono diameter or whatever. I mean, it's really low, but this allows you to put on a heavier weight class of line on a reel, so that way you're not playing them as much, so you get them in quicker, which means a few things. One, you're not wearing out the fish so much you have to sit there and revive them, wasting fishing time, especially if you have a small window. And then two, you can catch more fish per hour, so maybe you can catch more of the bigger slots in that time frame. So for me, it's all about, since we manufacture all the leaders in-house, it's all about how many fish I can catch in that fishing trip off that 1 leader, just trying to put numbers, just saying how much abuse it can take. Because I actually manufacture the gear, I need to be able to know what it can take to the extreme. Like I'm always trying to push it to the max.
Yeah.
So that way when people say, oh, it's $9 or $10 a liter, yeah, but I've done like 200 or 300 fish in a day off that 1 liter. And they look at you like, yeah, same thing. They're like, they're not used to those kind of numbers because most people when they go out there, they're finessing the fish, they're playing the fish, and for me, I'm just trying to beat the gear up as much as I can. The only way to do that is to be hooked up all the time.
Yeah.
So,
and this, you don't use mono as the leader. This is your main line?
That's the main line, but you can use mono top shots. Like if you're fishing in an area where the fish are real finicky because they can see the braid, then you can throw mono top shots, or you can throw fluorocarbon, mono on top, so to be even more slicker. But still, if you throw, say, 40-pound hollow core and then you throw a 20-pound tippet of fluoro, where you're still reduced to that 20-pound, but at the same time, if you did 20-pound throughout the whole reel, I would get twice, if not 3 times the amount of line capacity using this 40-pound braid as backing rather than 20-pound mono all the way through. I mean, a ton more. So
how much do y'all, and do you have like, that's way too much for me, but do you have smaller reels of these?
Spools, no. Normally I buy in big bulk like this. The reason being, because when you come to me, I spool it up and I just charge you for exactly what you get. A lot of people buy braid and spools like that to spool up themselves, but that spool will last them, buy one time and it'll last them probably 10 years or 20 years. Because now you got to realize, with the hollow core braid, you're no longer having to replace all your spool. You only replace the damaged portions of the spool. So that if you're fishing in the rocks and you notice you have a whole bunch of frays, you find the last fray. If it's a whole bunch in that area, you just cut that section off, splice into it, and add on to it. So now you're maintaining your line capacity. So that's where the cost drops.
And how much, like for the 40, and you got like, you got like a 65?
40, 60, 65, 80, 100, 130, and 200 pounds. And I got bigger yesterday too as well. So.
How much does a 65 run for?
It's 26 cents a yard.
I just spooled that.
Well, we'll use it all up, but when you're ready to upgrade, and before you spend any money anywhere else, watch the channel. You'll see us putting the knowledge right there in front of you. So it's up to you to, however you want to fish it, it's up to you. But at least you'll be better informed on what to look for too, because also too, we're incorporating a microscope now. So when I actually find things that are wrong with the braid, I'm like when I spool, you'll see my fingers always on the braid. So I'm actually feeling every single inch that goes through that reel. And I have found things that have, you know, I couldn't explain because you can't really see it. I've only done, you know, troubleshooting kind of deal. Say, well, I think it looks like this kind of deal. But now, okay. That's 80-pound hollow core. And I felt something. So I stopped, I backtracked, and then we can see that they spliced in or did something to it. I actually, that spot right there, I think we still have it saved. We're going to use the microscope and we're going to open it up and we're going to figure out what they actually did on a later video. Yeah, it's crazy. You can see where they wrapped here, wrapped there, right there. And it was just, I mean, to the naked eye, you just see this one little bump on there. But for me, I want to test it, you know, to see. I mean, stuff like that, it's two things. One, if I open it up, obviously I'll never be able to get it back together. But if I sit there and I do a stress test and see the weight class of line, it naturally is. If it says it's 80 and it busts at 25, well, it tells you that their splicing is not working. Yeah. Or if it doesn't bust there and it goes higher, well then, hey man, they're doing a good job at it. Maybe I should leave it next time. So I'm kind of stuck between, that, you know, wanting to see what they're doing, and then also too, you know.
Well, I come down here once a month. I'm gonna use that braid I've got up on there. Check out this stuff, and I might get re-spool my I got 6,000 with me.
Well, like I said, watch the channel, do some homework, check it out, and you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of great knowledge in there, and it'll really help you out. Kingfish rigs for slide line. I gotta ship all that gear out to one customer, that box, and then I also got about $600 rig for another box I'm gonna ship out. You're still looking, I'm gonna crank it.
Go ahead.
All right, guys. So, yep. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's still early over here. We're 10 o'clock in the morning. So, let's see. I'm trying to get my trip back from the dealership back from 3 weeks. Oh man. Alright guys, I am back. Hello to all the new guys that are commenting on the channel. I was dealing with an in-store customer over here, and dumbass, it was getting what to pair it with, use it for surf and rod, jack, what's it pair though? Team Hard Life rod, hands down. that you see when you're fishing for snook on a pier, you're gonna have a lot of downward angle and stuff like that. These rods actually I've taken them off shore and landed snapper with giving them zero drag and just forcing them to the surface. And then I know with snook, you can be fishing around piers, so you got to have a long enough tip to keep it away from, you know, the handrail or the pylons and stuff, and or be able to, you know, crank down on that fish. So, yeah, the Team Hard Life rod would be the best bet. Morning, Bison. How you doing? Brandon. And what was it? Dom. How you doing, sir? Yeah, sometimes I try to go back and see what kind of messages I missed and stuff like that, so. But also too, guys, if I happen to miss your question on the channel, the blue wrenches here, they normally remind me. You got to remember too, guys, I've got my focus over here on where I'm spooling and trying to watch the camera or the phone at the same time to see the comments, but at the same time I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get this video done, and then I'm gonna go to the back and go work with Jeff on pouring weight so we can get a pretty good large chunk of the orders done today and stuff like that. So tomorrow, guys, I will be gone to Mexico. I got to go get my braces done up, and hopefully they may pull them out. If not, I may have one more month of that system going, and then I'll be moving to retainer, so that means I won't be making any more days of work. I'll get back to more fishing. Oh, something there. Guy caught a stingray, snapped his well. Yep, that was very interesting. I was standing right next to him when the rod just cracked over, and it broke right above his grip where he had it, his top grip where he was holding the rod. And yeah, so I did find something right here, but it sucks because I cannot. I mean, you can see the tight weave of the braid right there. It's really tight, and then it gets loose right here. And these are the sections, like I said, I really want to look under the microscope, except my microscope is not working right now. I don't know what's going on. It did something funny a little while ago, and I'm trying to see what the dealio is, but it's not. If I close it out again, or how about I just restart the system? Maybe it'll automatically pull it up. Maybe I'll get lucky like that. I don't know, we'll see. Hold on, give it a second, guys. Let's see. Nope, it didn't do it. Find the camera. Try it again. Oh, excuse me. Ah, yes, I think it's right there. Let me see. I think I figured it out, guys. Hold on, let's see. I think I figured it out. Hold on. Come on. Work with me here. Now that I got that kind of figured out. Call and order my Team Hard Life rod. Let's see, Brandon. Let me see. Give me. Well, as soon as I say I'm going to end the channel, or end the video today, go ahead and give us a call then. I'm gonna try and finish pulling up this reel, and I'm not gonna do a normal 2 or 3 hour video, and the reason being, because like I said, I gotta get to the back. But see, I want this section just so I can see what's going on there. So I'm gonna cut it out and I'm gonna splice it. I originally didn't do it with them because, like I said, it really shouldn't reduce the amount of what's going on, but I'm looking for stuff that I am going to be putting on the microscope so we can see what's going on their level, on that level kind of deal. So I'm building up a little library of stuff over here, so. Right. Let's see. Yeah, sir. Gotta have a little time to play with it. Oh, you should be all right, boss. We're not going crazy down in the 4x4 section because obviously we're going to be wanting to run the jet skis. So we're going to be south of Bob Hall Pier, just north of Malachi. So that's where we're going to post up at, just so we can have a good area of beach to play with, and also be kind of close to where hopefully we can do live video feeds. And if we can, so when we hook up, we can just go live on it, and everybody can kind of follow along with the crazy action that's going to happen. So I'm excited, guys. It's been a while. And shout out to DJ for hooking us up with this trailer to allow us to use it. And like I said, everybody else is coming in to get this fishing trip done. Again, obviously, keeping an eye on the weather because it may spin off some storms coming our way, so it may or may not be a good thing. We'll find out. You ready, boss? Okay, give me just a second. Oh, and this is what y'all want to see too. So what I did was that bad section that I was talking about on the video, I actually cut it out. And so I've added one line into this side, and I'm pulling this line into this one. And this is called a hollow core splice. So with that, basically say you lost this much amount of line on your little reel. Now obviously this is a bigger one, but it gives you the prime example. So you come in, we splice into it, and now you just pay for the additional amount of line you lost. That's it. So now it's maintaining your line capacity, so you will save a lot more money in the long run. And then two,
Wow, can you tell?
yeah, done. No more big knots, no more, that not going through your guides and stuff like that. So there we go.
That's crazy. Did not know they made hollow.
So you know all this stuff is real heavy fishing stuff, right?
This is for, yeah, my trolling.
Okay, I'll let you get short fish here because I see you got to put some on.
Yeah, we fish some jetties and stuff like this. It's perfect.
Okay, so you do a little bit of the heavier stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of jetty, I mean, a lot of stuff. We fish the rigs.
Oh man, yeah, that way you just make sure to have heavy enough lines so that way you can hook up with it. Like you do AJ fishing and stuff.
We, more blacktip target.
Oh, sharks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these things work great. You know, one thing I wish we had more of down here that I never caught.
They got a top barracuda. What you talking about?
I've never caught there. This whole time. So I fishing off Galveston.
Okay, in Galveston, I don't know, but over here in our waters, my guys will go out there and bring you like 20 in a day.
Really?
Yeah, and they just spear them. Nail them all up.
I'm more man. I saw some guys catching some before it. I heard they were super funny.
Yeah, they are super dangerous too.
Yeah.
Those are mean. They see that it's you that they're hooked up, they'll come in the boat.
Yeah, and take a lot of your tackle with them if they decide to go the other direction.
They can if you're not prepared for it, but for the most part,
Entirely.
the wire leaders, but yeah, They're good fighters, but I wouldn't say they're crazy hard. You know, if you hook the target, target will beat out all day long. Jack will beat it out, Cobia will beat it out. Good as fight, but they're right up there on the Wahoo area. Wahoo has a good fight, but they don't fight long things. They wear out. This too, yeah.
One thing that was very to me is, I call it nurse shark. It's a footer.
Yeah.
Called Braid. And that was the least exciting thing I've ever done.
Oh, they did get it. Yeah, we manufacture all our leaders in-house as well. A lot of other tackle shops directly, and then indirectly we have two distributors, so they go to Galveston, South Florida, filling up other tackle shops like that along the way.
Where do they distribute down in Galveston?
They've got several of the strike stores that are down there. I'm trying to get them in with other tackle shops. They're always looking for more. They want to keep growing. And I love to go to them because I ain't got time to go out there every week or every other week. We got the trim there. Got that. And I already got the big lessons as well. So you're at 131. This one, yeah, we upgraded to this system. It charges less on credit card companies, so but also too, it automatically, since now they're using state law, that the customers can actually pay that instead of paying coming out of our money.
Oh. Good.
Would you like to proceed or you good? Not ready?
No.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the advice.
Yeah, and like I said, you'll see a lot of knowledge on the channel. Don't be afraid to ask your questions. There's a lot of people willing to help out.
Cool. I will.
Yes, sir. Good luck. All right. I'm back. Let's see, I want to go to pins. I want my truck. 3 weeks. 2 ships. Too long. Yep, true that. Yep. I wouldn't see why they don't give you a loaner. I know other people that have and stuff like that. So. Okay. Let's see. Yes. All right. These are the hooks. These are the sleeves. Gonna put the sleeve on, put the hook on, make sure the right direction, and make loops just like that, and then we'll get somebody to come back in front. Make sure to go in that way with the model. That's all we're doing. And that won't take you long, and then I'll show you the other portion right there too. All right, okay. Sorry guys. Workers coming in, dealing with customers, and got all of y'all. I thought the new Raptor was gonna be a V8. Oh, y'all talking trucks. Yeah, him and Saul or Chevy are the only ones that I know with all blacked out rods like that. It looks really. I'm gonna start calling them the Black Pearl. Yeah, and then yeah, they should have. I know a buddy of mine that had even with me, when my truck was down or whatever because they had to do whatever, I told them I needed a truck. Like I moved too much weight and I don't want to destroy your cars, and I was telling them, so they gave me a truck. Tell him you need to talk to his supervisor, bro. I mean, it's simple as that. If that guy ain't giving you the answer you want, you just need to go above his head. And if you want to, you could throw me in there, say, yeah, I'm going out with a YouTuber out here that, we've been scheduling this trip for a long time, and we're going to be putting on there what I'm using and stuff like that. So, it might be a good time to, advertise a vehicle you'll want to advertise. If not, we're going to be showing them that, I've had my vehicle in here for this long and hasn't been taken care of. Come on, you go ahead and use me, guys. That's what we're here for. Ooh, I felt something nasty. Hold on. Yep, basically another one of them tight spots right there. But like I said, it shouldn't mess with the integrity of the line and stuff like that. So, but the other one, I took that one out because you can see there was some frayage in there, so that's why. I don't know how I missed that on the first one though, but a lot of times these braids have a lot of twist in the line and stuff like that. So sometimes, I just kind of let it go on that because you get to the point where there's so much twist, you end up missing other things because of it and stuff like that. So right now that my hands are fresh, I'm catching a lot more right now. So. Yep. Yep, exactly. Either you're going to show them that, hey, they got your back, or that tell them not to go back to that dealership because they can't even get you back on the road within a reasonable amount of time. Now, this is also prime opportunity to a company to step up. Because say a part is on back order and it's out of their hands. We totally understand that because we've gone through it. We're not trying to put them in that light, but we're giving them an opportunity where they do have the availability to take care of their customer. That's all we're saying. So right now, obviously they have had it too long. You that's your thought process on that. If they have the parts. If they say, oh, they've been back ordered or something else, then I don't know the full story. But the story is right now, they have your vehicle and you tell them you need a 4x4 because obviously you have a 4x4 truck. Say, hey, man, I'm going on this YouTube, trip because of this. Go and use that angle, boss. I'm here. I got you. And we'll definitely put it out there whether they took care of you or they didn't. Or we'll definitely put it out there that we had to go rescue you because we did tell them you needed a 4x4 truck to move your gear, and this is what they stuck you with because they didn't want to own up to it or step up to the game, So. See, there we go. See how everybody's willing to help out? That's what I'm talking about. sir. Be safe out there, guys. There's a lot of bad weather rolling all over the place right now. So. Sir, when we hit our 20,000 subscriber mark, we gave away a whole bunch of prizes. We gave away 4 MXL Raptors that are $500 a piece, 4 Team Hard Life rods that were $500 a piece, 4 people to go fishing with us on a 24-hour fishing trip, but it will probably end up being a 48-hour trip already. Because like I said, some of the YouTubers can only come in on Saturday, some will be here Friday. So if they get here Friday, cool. If they get here Saturday, cool. But I've got the weekend set up for them to accommodate them because I know work and all of that, travel and stuff. But we are going to be set up for that as long as the weather's good. We also had 8 spools of braid valued at anywhere from $100 to $150, you know, per spool or whatever. The 2 custom fillet knives that also got upgraded. With with the small upgrade fee with Jacked Up Leatherworks to have their sheaths made for those custom fillet knives as well. We also had a custom wallet, and yeah, it was a lot of gear. It was a lot of gear and tackle. So oh, and the gator spoons, can't forget the gator spoons. Yep, four sets of 4. Winners get to pick which ones they want between the 1 and the 3 ounce of the gator spoons, and they get 4 of each per winner. We have 4 winners like that as well. So, y'all are gonna go fishing through the channel with us, boss. We will, like I said, we're setting up in an area where we should be able to go live, and if we can, we definitely will. So stay tuned for that. That is this weekend. We're heading out there Friday. We're going to be loading up here at the shop, and we'll be coming back on Sunday. So. There he is. Yes, he is. Rick, how you doing, boss? We are rocking it over here. We're coming up on 1,400 yards of 130, the hollow core of the Diamond Gen 3. We are doing the final test of it, and we'll see what's up. Yep. I was thinking that for the 30K mark, do a big old meet and greet, fish out on the beach kind of deal. Get a whole bunch of guys, little rats out there, and just big old cookouts and everything, you know. Hard life, hard fest on the beach instead of sand fest, hard fest. Remember too, we are going to be working on that tournament, and it's going to be strictly for, the only way you can enter is obviously you got to be a subscriber. Well, that's going to be the only way you can enter in. You got to be a subscriber, and then obviously we're going to have cash prizes, so it's going to be an entry fee to get in, but part of that is you have to be our YouTube subscribers. So stay tuned for that, as we are going to be putting out some more deals, and Hard Live Shark Fest. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something. Saying also too, right now, I'm being overly cautious or looking for things to be able to put under the microscope. So, oh wow, I don't know how I missed that. Now that ain't cool. You can see the fibers sticking out right there, and then you can see, oh man, this looks exactly like that Jerry Brown. You see the notch here, the notch here, the notch here, the notch here. Yep, that's exactly what's going on with that Jerry Brown right there. And see, and so with the Jerry Brown, when I first felt it, I was like, okay, it's normally just a small section. Well, it's not. Well, it is on here, and you can see where that frame is coming out right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this section from here to here, just so we can put it under the microscope and check it out and see what we can see at a later date. Obviously my microscope is not working right now, which is not good for me. I'm kind of really annoyed by that, and it's my fault. I'm not that crazy on technology and stuff like that, but I am gonna learn. All right, Bison, you have a good day at work, boss. We will continue rocking this out. We're almost done re-spooling this reel and going from there. So oh, let's go. Sure. I think I may have. I don't know. And I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, man, I better turn it off. You know, I ain't using it. I don't want to just sitting there all day long, you know, burning up the LED or whatever. Granted, you know, LEDs are made to, you know, not really burn out, but I was kind of being precautious, and I think I already done broke it. No. That's what happens here at the Hard Life, guys, you know. If it ain't made to last, we're definitely going to put that to the test. Or if it says it's made to last, we're definitely going to put that to the test. I do got to give it to him. That clicker is amazing. That is loud. Alright, continue on with this. Make sure the line is all clear. Oh, I'm interested. What are we talking about, Cody? You got my interest there. Let's see what kind of reels you're talking about. Alright guys, I just passed up 2,000 yards of line on here, and I'm coming to the end here, so we're going to definitely see. Like I said, we got 2,600 of Tightline braid on here, of 130. Cortland, we got 2,100 yards, so we'll see how much we get of the diamond right here. $10.85 and a 1 ounce. Ooh, I think a pin. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in spooling them up, but I can't promise how quickly I can get to them. That's going to be the thing, boss. We got a tournament coming up in a few weeks, so I'm going to be slammed with spooling reels and stuff like that. Also, too, I will only spool them up with the braided lines, just on the by chance that they are warped. But also too, if I find anything or see anything that is wrong with them, I won't even attempt it because I don't want to damage the reels. Because I know a lot of those parts you can't find anymore to do any kind of fixes on them and stuff like that. So. Here. There we go. So I'm back to the top end of my reel here. There's my loop. And we're at 2,268 yards is what it's saying. Where's my pin? There's my pins. Oh, and I found a bunch of my flower pins over here on my spooling station. I don't know what they're doing over here. They should be over there on the counter, but all right. So that takes care of that reel. Now I can get back to the customer and talk to him about what he wants to do, because obviously with the Cortland, it didn't give me the top end braid or top end capacity that I was looking for, and Tightline has really taken it to the next level right there. So we'll give the customer the opportunity to see what he wants to do, and then we will get back to you. Ernest, what's up, guys? And I'm really sorry today, guys. I normally do several hour-long videos, or I do a long, couple of hour video deal, but we got a lot of work to do, and I know I'm going to be gone tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and give Jeff a hand in the back cleaning weights and stuff like that, so we can get after it. So we will talk to you later, guys, and everybody out in Florida, we got y'all in our prayers. So y'all definitely stay safe, and we will help y'all out any way we can. So, all right, guys, I gotta roll.